Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. Week of August 5 to 9, Katie warns Bill. Now that Will is home, Katie is very worried about Bill's safety with Poppy living in the house. Here are the Bold and the Beautiful spoilers for August 5 to 9. Ridge and Brooke make a big splash in Monte Carlo, digitally launching the new Brooke's Bedroom line to a throng of press and fans. Steffi and Hope spiral, arguing while waiting for news of the new line's success. Brooke and Ridge's love is palpable as they hold center stage at a press conference. Panic sets in when the Brooke's Bedroom line website crashes. Ridge and Brooke share a loving moment as they revel in the success of what they created. Hope fantasizes about Finn as he demonstrates to Steffi that nothing and no one is stronger than their love for each other. Thursday, August 8. While asking difficult questions, Katie stumbles upon an extraordinary answer. Friday, August 9, Sheila, Deacon and Katie ponder the overdose deaths of Tom and Hollis. Katie finally finds what she's been looking for. Brooke presses Hope to stop her infatuation with Finn. Katie pushes the limits in pursuit of the truth about Poppy. Zend is celebrated for his success with the Brooke's Bedroom line. Tuesday, July 30. Bill learns a secret that Poppy has been keeping. Hope gloats when she realizes Steffi misstep. Wednesday, July 31. Hilarity ensures between Steffi and Captain Deuce Stevens when she holds up the flight to Monte Carlo because she cannot find her passport. Thursday, August 1. Luna lashes at Katie for the accusation she's making against Poppy. Steffi quickly shuts down Hope's giddiness over her misfortune. Father and son have a less than happy reunion when Will Spencer returns to Los Angeles unannounced. Friday, August 2. Luna makes a shocking discovery in Poppy's apartment. Finn finds himself in an awkward situation with Hope and Steffi. Ridge and Brooke share in the glow of their undying love and the beautiful sights of Monte Carlo. The sprawling Forrester estate was bathed in the golden glow of the setting sun as Katie Logan paced back and forth in the living room, her mind racing. She had a lot on her plate, and the recent revelations had only added to her stress. Her phone buzzed, breaking her train of thought. It was a message from Brooke, asking her to come over to the Forrester mansion. Katie sighed, grabbed her purse, and headed out, knowing this could only mean more drama was about to unfold. When she arrived, she found Brooke and Ridge in a heated discussion. They barely acknowledged her presence as she entered. Katie cleared her throat, drawing their attention. "What's going on?" she asked, her voice tinged with concern. Ridge shook his head, frustration evident in his eyes. "It's Bill. He's up to something again, and we need to figure out what it is before it's too late." Katie felt a pang of dread. Bill Spencer, her ex-husband and the father of her son, was a constant source of turmoil. She had learned to navigate the treacherous waters of their relationship, but it never got any easier. "What did he do now?" she asked, already fearing the worst. Brooke stepped forward, her expression serious. "We don't have all the details yet, but we've heard whispers. He's been meeting with some questionable characters, and there's talk of a new business deal that could jeopardize Forrester Creations." Katie's heart sank. She knew Bill was a ruthless businessman, but she had hoped he would have changed, especially after everything they had been through. She needed to talk to him, to warn him before he did something irreversible. Later that evening, Katie found herself standing in front of Bill's office. The receptionist gave her a sympathetic look as she walked past, and Katie couldn't help but feel a sense of foreboding. She knocked on the door and waited for Bill's gruff voice to invite her in. "Come in," Bill called out, his tone impatient. Katie took a deep breath and entered the office. Bill was sitting behind his desk, looking every bit the powerful mobile he was. His piercing blue eyes locked onto hers, and for a moment, she saw a flicker of something softer, something that reminded her of the man she had once loved. "Katie," he said, his voice tinged with surprise. "What brings you here?" She closed the door behind her and approached his desk. "We need to talk, Bill. I've heard some things and I'm worried." Bill leaned back in his chair, crossing his arms over his chest. "What kind of things?" "Rumors about a new business deal. People are saying it could hurt Forrester Creations. I need to know if it's true." Bill's expression hardened. "You know I can't discuss my business deals with you, Katie. Besides, why should you care about Forrester? You're not part of that family anymore." Katie felt a flash of anger. I'm still connected to them, Bill. They're my friends, my sister's family, and I'm not here as their spy. I'm here because I care about you and what you're doing. You have a history of making decisions that hurt the people around you. Bill's eyes narrowed. Is that what this is about? You think I'm out to hurt people? Katie took a step closer, her voice softening. No, Bill. I think you're trying to prove something, to yourself or to everyone else. But you don't have to. You're a great businessman. You don't need to destroy others to succeed. For a moment, Bill looked away, his jaw clenched. When he turned back to her, his expression was unreadable. I'll take your concerns into consideration, Katie, but my decisions are mine to make. Katie sighed, knowing this was as much of a concession as she was going to get. Just think about it, Bill, please. As she left his office, Katie couldn't shake the feeling that she hadn't done enough. She knew Bill well enough to know that once he set his mind on something, it was nearly impossible to change it. But she also knew she had to try. For the sake of their son, for the sake of the people she cared about, she had to try. The next few days were a whirlwind of activity. Katie found herself constantly on edge, waiting for the other shoe to drop. She kept a close eye on Bill, hoping against hope that he would heed her warning. Meanwhile, tensions at Forrester Creations were running high. Brooke and Ridge were working tirelessly to uncover any information about Bill's potential deal, and the entire company was on alert. By midweek, Katie was exhausted. She had barely slept, her mind racing with worry and fear. She found solace in spending time with her son, Will, who was blissfully unaware of the turmoil surrounding them. His innocence was a balm to her weary soul, and she cherished every moment with him. It was Thursday afternoon when the storm finally hit. Katie was at Forrester Creations, meeting with Brooke and Ridge, when they received a call from a trusted source. The news was worse than they had feared. Bill's deal was real, and it had the potential to devastate Forrester Creations. Ridge was livid. I knew it. That son of a bitch is going to ruin everything we've worked for. Brooke tried to calm him down, but Katie could see the fear in her eyes. We need to think strategically, she said. We can't let him get away with this. Katie felt a sense of urgency. She needed to confront Bill again, to make him understand the consequences of his actions. She left the office in a rush, determined to get to Bill before it was too late. When she arrived at Spencer Publications, she didn't bother with pleasantries. She stormed into Bill's office, her heart pounding. Bill, we need to talk. Now. Bill looked up from his desk, his expression a mix of surprise and annoyance. Katie, I told you I can't discuss my business with you. This isn't about business, Katie snapped. This is about doing the right thing. You're going to destroy Forrester Creations, and for what? Another notch on your belt? Another victory to feed your ego? Bill stood up, his eyes blazing. You don't understand, Katie. This is about more than business. This is about power, about control. I need this. Katie's heart ached. She had seen this side of Bill before, the side that was willing to sacrifice everything for his ambitions. At what cost, Bill? You're going to lose everything that matters. Your family, your friends. Is it worth it? For a moment, Bill seemed to waver. He looked at her, his eyes softening, but then the mask was back, and he turned away. It's too late, Katie. The deal is done. Katie felt a wave of despair. She'd tried, but it wasn't enough. She turned and walked out of the office, tears streaming down her face. She didn't know what the future held, but she knew one thing for certain: nothing would ever be the same again. As the week came to a close, the fallout from Bill's deal began to unfold. Forrester Creations was in crisis, and the Logan and Forrester families were left to pick up the pieces. Katie watched from the sidelines, her heart heavy with regret. She had tried to warn Bill, but in the end, it wasn't enough. And now they all had to face the consequences of his actions.